Hello, namaste. I'm going to read a poem in honor of late N.K. Panda, who was my father-in-law, and everyone called him Ba. So, on his 16th death anniversary, which was on 19th of March, here's a poem in his honor. The chess player who would rather be a farmer. The dust was white when his hair was black, and they turned red in time before his hair turned white. He would come back from the lab that he worked in, led on his way home by his cow Tony and daughter, the little one. Stories would start unraveling already. Who would wait for the bedtime? There would be a lot more for him to do. Fix broken things, teach his children, of whom he had 6, with wide spectrum of ages. Stuttering before the youngest one came on. Then cow tending, newspaper reading. He also had a cat in between. Listening to the day's events from the wife and the children, in whom they had his brother's kids too, at different times. And if he still had time, he would hang out with friends over a game of bridge or chess. Both he seemed to be in high demand for. Then weddings, which evolved with his age from cousins to nieces to nephews to his own, as each got ready by turn. There was a lot of groundwork in arranged marriages. He moved towns, traveled back and forth to the native village for family events, festivals, harvesting, settling land, then while the work carried on, visiting the married daughter, fixing their broken things, tending their garden. A new sapling would wait for him to come and plant. Everyone waited for him, to fix their broken brooms, to mending bags, mattresses. And he built his home when he retired. Moving out of his company house, he built a bigger garden. The house looked small, surrounded by trees, plants, even crops of corn, lentils, a kindergarten version of a farm. His garden grew bigger as he grew grayer, his head redder with iron ore dust, and so did the leaves of the teak trees as they grew and caught the wind high. Theirs was a big lot squeezed between the small houses, and random half-assed gentrified ones too, by the river flowing in a gorge, with ankle-deep water, red as well for the most part of the year, with people busy bathing, washing, and doing what not. At least that's what I saw when I started visiting there after I came into the family. When he would stillily ride his moped to the market to get sweets and snacks, he knew I loved those foods. I was probably the sweetest tooth in that household. On some trips, I would pillion ride with him to jostle in the vegetable and fish markets, but he would sit down for a game of chase, never too busy to turn down an invitation. Each a challenge with age no bar, kids to grown-ups, even if it needed to train the rookies, the same attention. Also to the food, more so when guests showed up. Still going back and helping the little one who was growing with homework, getting her married off, and traveling to help build homes for the kids out of town, going back home to see how the plants were doing, and they would never disappoint him. Though in winter the elephants would pass through their fence, shattering the wall on their way to the river or somewhere, or to eat jackfruit in his garden when those ripened and the sweet smell whetting their appetite, rebuilding that, coming back tired, yet ready to play a game of chess, or any riddle if you can throw at him. Him repeating them in no mundane order, for the kids, some interest held in place, same interest held in place for all, for the plants. Wherever he went, if there was a bit of soil, a plant would find its roots fixed, almost juggling through all and keeping his garden growing, as if he was compensating for his kids going away as they got on with their lives. And his heart was finding it hard to keep up with him, but his heart was pulsating with the plants. Yet he found time to call on his friends if he happened to be in that town. How about a game of bridge or chess? And if a plant came his way at one of his friends, how about taking it to his next destination? Thank you and namaste.